Extinction Rebellion, and I want to talk about this climate emergency that we are in. Our children and grandchildren's lives are going to be so much more difficult and painful than mine or many of yours probably ever were.
That is the voice of 68-year-old Richard McLachlan, who stands at the center of Brooklyn-bound Q train every morning, ready to preach climate change to commuters.
Greenhouse gas levels are now higher than they've been for 800,000 years. Right now, insects, birds, amphibians and mammals are going extinct at an alarming rate. Forest fires have been raging in California and the Arctic Circle.
As Richard begins to speak, he informs all New York subway riders of the dangers of climate change. McLachlan is part of Extinction Rebellion, a climate group best known for shutting down main arteries in London last April. While many of the passengers applaud him, a few ignore him. One even responds with, "Everything he's saying, it sounds good, but it's too late now. The environment is already too far gone." But hope is not lost. Richard McLachlan is now on a mission to teach other members of Extinction Rebellion how to give their own subway talks. He hosts a workshop as a way to encourage others to preach the apocalypse. He delivers compelling stories of forest fires, storms, and food shortages. It scares his listeners and makes them connect and calls them to action on a very urgent matter.
And sea levels are rising everywhere. The polar ice caps are melting, the glaciers are retreating, and the water supplies needed to feed hundreds of millions of people in Asia are now threatened. These are all scientific facts. I never thought I'd find myself standing here saying the end of the world is nigh. But if we don't do something about this, it really is. Right now we are sleepwalking into a catastrophe. We need to wake up and not look away just because this is so painful.
The story of Richard McLachlan got me thinking. If knowing the end of the world is near, would it be enough to make people change? So I did some digging and found 5 easy ways that people can help fight climate change. The first and easiest way is to talk about it. Climate change can lead to decision paralysis. It seems like such a difficult and complicated problem that often no one knows what to do about, so they ignore it. But talking about climate change, even if you don't have all the answers, makes a difference. That's where creativity and solutions come from, talking and brainstorming, and that's what will help our leaders and decision makers realize that climate change is an important issue for current and future voters, to be compelled to do something about it. So that brings me to solution number 2, vote. Without elected officials in office who believe in climate change. Number 3, shift a climate-friendly diet that features more plant-based protein. This could be a hard one because I definitely like my burgers, but cutting back on red meat is beneficial to the planet because livestock such as cows release methane, a greenhouse gas, and require large amounts of land and feed. Cattle ranch expansion is also the largest driver of deforestation in the Amazon, one of the world's most essential tropical forests. Plant-based proteins such as legumes and nuts are delicious and can provide the nutrition at a much lower environmental cost. Number 4, buy less stuff. Buying less not only cuts down on plastic packaging that's clogging our oceans and filling up our landfills, but it also reduces our carbon footprints and puts fewer greenhouse gas emissions into our atmosphere. Clothing, in particular, offers a great opportunity to cut back. Things like fast fashion or clothes that are designed and sold on lightning-fast time frames at massive volumes has led to increase in clothing consumption by 60% since 2000. Instead, consider how slow fashion, buying fewer pieces of higher quality that are sustainable and ethically made, might be one of the best things that you can do for your footprint. And lastly, use your platforms to connect with other people in other countries and tell them what you are doing to make a change. Climate change affects not just one country, but everyone and every region. Learning how young people and other locals and dealing with climate change builds understanding of the global issue and helps us develop global solutions. Use your Instagram, your Twitter, and your Facebook accounts to spread awareness about climate change and discuss how you're helping solve the problem. Help others join the conversation, just as Richard McLachlan is doing.